Cyril Field at Dover-Sherborn High School for the start of the 2022 Dover-Sherborn football season. Tonight, they host the Ashland Clockers. I'm Bruce Glazer, bringing you the play-by-play. Game starting a little late this evening due to a field hockey game that preceded it. Dover-Sherborn will be kicking off to start this game, and we'll give you a summary of both teams as we go along. They're very similar in their play. Both teams have spread offenses, strong defenses. Ashland graduated 19 seniors, Dover-Sherborn only 9, but for both teams, their leading offensive linemen, their leading running backs, their leading quarterbacks are gone. For Dover-Sherborn, Dan Sullivan left to go to private school, and we had 2 new quarterbacks for DS. Meanwhile, on the other side, a gentleman named Dwinells is the quarterback for Ashland. We have the opening kickoff coming, and the season is underway. So kick to the right side, taking deep in his own territory. That would be number 3, Jerry Judge. Judge back to about his own 20-something, 26 approximately, and season starts. The quarterback is Patrick Dwinells, number 16. He's a senior. He has a good offensive line. They lost some people to graduation, as happens every year. But both teams are looking to see what they can do as they put new, fresh faces into the lineup. Last year, both teams lost in the quarterfinals of their Division IV and Division V tournaments, respectively. Ashland made it against Scituate and lost, and Dover-Sherborn went to the North Shore to play Swampscott, as I remember, and they lost. But both teams had successful seasons overall. First play to the right side, nice pickup of yardage, about 7 or 8. And I believe that was Fleming on the carry, just checking that. Actually, it was Crispin on the carry. Jason Crispin, a junior. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3 coming up. Two receivers topside, one to the right. Quarterback tries it straight up the middle, and they are stuffed. And I think the ball came loose. Dover-Sherborn ball. And they got their best possession early in this game, inside the 30 at the 28 of Ashland. Matt Darren, one of the linemen, also on defense as a lineman, picked up that ball after the fumble. So DS with their first offensive set. DS has Darren, Banerjee, Dummer, Robinson, and Rogers up front as their offensive line. Quarterback starting will be number 12, I do believe. Ronan Richards, yep, he leans over center. Dummers is his center. Gets a snap, first handoff. Coming one way, then the other. KB with a dipsy-do up the middle with a good pickup down close to the 20. KB went one way, then came back to the middle, saw the yardage opening up in front of him, and picked up some yards. That'll be a 2nd down and short. A little over a minute into the game. See where they spot it. About 2nd and 5. Olson coming right. Way up the top side is KB. Quarterback has the ball. Hands off again. Coming left side. Polk. Polk is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a few. It'll be 3rd and long for the Raiders. I would say close to 10 yards from about where they started from after the fumble. 3rd and 10. KB on one side is a wide receiver. Olson on the other side. The wings will be an alternation of Moore and Myrick. And Kiesling will be the wideout, excuse me. And KB and Olaire will be the other wingbacks, alternating in. Quarterback has it, rolls out in a bootleg, keeps it himself, looks, got nothing, tries to get rid of it, bad idea. Threw it over the middle, incomplete. It'll be a 4th down play. He just threw it because he was going down, but he had nowhere to throw it. It was almost picked. So repeating that, the wing starting will be KB and Moore, with Kiesling and Olsen being the wideouts. But they'll flip around depending on the situation. You want to give different looks to the Ashland defense. Dover-Sherborn in a 4th down situation. Ashland coaches trying to give instructions to the officials. Not sure about that. So they're talking it over. McKay is their head coach. We'll get to him in a moment. There was a flag on the play. Okay, just saw the flag. They're picking it up, and I got a feeling it's... Yeah, the penalty's declined by Ashland. That's what they were talking about. So it's a 4th down, and they're going for it. Young team trying to get some momentum. Rich is at quarterback. He can run. Richards goes into the shotgun. Gets the ball. Short drop. Looks right. Airs it out. Far side. Coffin corner. Olsen! Did he catch it? No catch. It'll be a turnover on downs. Ashland gets the ball back. Olsen was covered very well in the play, but that was the intended receiver. And so the Clockers get their second hands on the ball. Clockers in 2019 were state Super Bowl champions for Division IV. Last year they finished 11-1. Their coach won Coach of the Year award for the Tri-Valley Large. As I said, they graduated 19 seniors, lost in the quarterfinals, but they're back to try and do some damage to Dover-Sherborn. They run it left side. Going for a couple, maybe 3 or 4. The ball carrier was number 11, Cavini. Ball goes out of bounds. Clock stops. Or does it? No, it doesn't stop. Well, maybe it didn't go out of bounds. Good pickup. 2nd and short coming up. Head coach Andrew McKay is in his 12th season coaching the Clockers. On the home side, Steve Ryan in his 7th year of coaching Dover-Sherborn. Nice run for a 1st down closer to midfield at the 45-yard line. Ball run by number 18, and that is Jake Linehan, a sophomore. Actually, I may have that wrong. He may be the quarterback, Dwinells, who ran it himself. Saw the number quickly. Yeah, it's 16. He ran it. The quarterback for the 1st down. He looks like an 18 sometimes, but he's a 16. Ball spotted at the 45 on the Ashland side of the field. Nice evening. If you're not here live watching this, we appreciate you watching the live stream. Flip to the quarterback. We've got an end around all the way to this side of the field for basically nothing. And Cavini with the run from his wide receiver position came all the way around, but couldn't turn it upfield. They lost 4, 2nd and 14 coming up. Last year, the Raiders were 9-2, and in his 7th season, Coach Ryan has had 5 out of 6 winning seasons. Hopefully, this will be the 7th for him. I'm sorry, the 6th winning season for him. Right now, they're running a 1-2-3, looks like a 4-3 front. Quarterback with the ball. Dwinells trying to run out of trouble. Dwinells sacked just beyond the line of scrimmage. He gets his 4 yards back to the original line. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming. 3rd and 10, the original 10 coming up. Just want to remind everybody there's been a change in the schedule. Sharon High School is constructing a new field and high school as well. So that game has been moved here. The September 23 game that may be on your schedule as an away game in Sharon, it's coming here to Dover-Sherborn. September 23rd, 6:30 p.m. Dover-Sherborn has an extra home game this season. Judge to the left, 2 receivers right. Quarterback has the ball. Rolls to his right, throws a line drive, complete. Intended for turn around. 15. Corner Cowan. So this is definitely a punting situation. Back deep, KB, along with Olson. Low snap, kick up high, fly ball. KB calls for the fair catch, makes it at his own 21-yard line, and that's where Diaz will have the ball for the second time. Last year, as many of you know, Johnny Bennett led this team in scoring with 17 touchdowns. Afosa Amadi had 15. They got to replace some of that. They can't replace all of it at one time. Matter of fact, you can't replace Johnny Bennett, just one of those outstanding players, one of the best running backs in the history of Dover-Sherborn. But they've got some running backs. They got some young people who can still carry the ball well. Webb in the game is the quarterback. They've switched off. Runs to the left side, goes about 1 yard maybe for Henry Moore. Garrett Webb, the junior, will alternate with Ronan Richards. Webb might have a stronger arm, and the coach Ryan wants to get both players into the game to let them get some work and see who has the momentum. Sophomore started the game, now the junior is in. Quarterback gets snapped, falls, they call him down. He lost his balance as the ball snapped to his left. They got to coordinate that. Last year, I'm sure people around here remembered, Dover-Sherborn was the Tri-Valley League champion. They won their first playoff game against Watertown here, first playoff win in a long time. Three 3-4 defense being run by the opposition. Actually a 3-5 defense. Quarterback drops, got some time. Webb pops it. It's knocked loose and not picked off. Olson broke the play up. It should have been picked off, but Olson saw what was happening. And as the ball came down, he became the defender and knocked it away. Fourth down, a punt coming up. Cavini will be the return man. I think Richards is the punter, the quarterback. Ashland subbing up on the line. The sun has receded back over the trees in the western sky, leaving an orange tinge right above the trees. Very pretty. Low snap, good kick. It's short though. It's spinning. It'll take a Dover-Sherborn bounce up to the 45-yard line of Dover-Sherborn. First punt of the season by Ronan Richards. So Ashland in very good territory as they started out 45 yards from the goal line. Coach McKay, assisted by Matt Messer on the Ashland side, Micaiah Lambert, Pete Sicili, John Simpaglia, John Knoll, Mark McKay, Jason Mead, Don Murphy, Brad Jackson, and Joe Mispelli. The trainer is Amy Mendoza. Andrew Molesky was their running back last year, and he ran for over 1,300 yards. And also 3 of the offensive linemen have graduated. Three of them are returning, and they lost 2 of them to graduation. Ashland slowly returning to the field. 5:08 to go in the first quarter of a scoreless game. Both teams are testing each other out, plus themselves. It's the opening game. As I said earlier, a lot of new players. One of the keys for Ashland is a senior named Patrick Delaugier. He's an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. His name's spelled differently. Okay, it's Delaugier. Correct that. It's Delaugier. Patrick Delaugier is a senior, and he's being looked at by colleges. He wears number 51 for them on both sides of the line. Running play again off the right side. It's a whole entire team push ahead for a few yards. Ross Bonham on the stop, along with others. Very tight offense with the wings in tight. Flip to number 11. That would be Cavini. Cavini gets it over to the 40. So in 2 plays, they've picked up about 5 yards. Good D by Dover-Sherborn. That's something we knew we could count on this season. Fleming, Cavini, Dwinells, and Deloria are the captains for Ashland. On the home side, Polk, Griffin, Rossbottom, Mackay Robinson, and Alex Banerjee are the captains for Dover-Sherborn. Another running play left side this time. That's closer to a first down, but still it's a little short. Mike Klein, our general manager. Mike, give me a crew list if you can before you leave. A crew list. Oh, it's just us, right? Oh, I forgot. We usually have a large crew. We have a small crew tonight. Forget the crew list. I'll use my imagination. They're going for it. They hand off. Cavini looking for a hole. Does he have it? Flag. Flag in the middle of the scrum. Waiting for the official to call what it was. It's against Ashland, I think. Looks like holding against Ashland. And since they made the first down, that'll bring them back. Withdraw the first down. 3:39 to go in the first quarter. So they got the first down on the play. At the end of the play, after they gained first down, now they're blocked back, and it'll be first and long. They're in a tight huddle offense, and straight ahead plunge. They do seem to do a lot of this right up the middle. They just push their gut up the middle and just try to move everybody back to see how strong the defense is for Dover-Sherborn, and they picked up some short yardage on that play. That about, let's see what they got there. They had 20 to go. They picked up about 4, roughly 2nd and 16. Back to the line of scrimmage. This time they have the spread offense. Whistle. Yeah, Ashland took so long to come to the line. They used up their clock, and it's a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. That's once again first game jitters. Things aren't moving smoothly in the first half. .228 to go in the quarter. Clock still moving. Dwinell has a man in motion. Pitches left side, looking for a screen. Nothing! And loss of everything. 24 and 52. That would be Robinson and Olsen on the stop. Once the receiver caught the ball on the screen, they were like 2 pancakes stuffed together on top of him. The defense just smothered him. So that's a loss of more yardage. 150 in the quarter to go. Now we're looking at 3rd and, wow, a lot. 22. They really haven't gone anywhere. They're going backwards. Dwinell has the ball, the shotgun. Blitz is on! Olsen! He twists away. Dwinell running for his life, gets tripped up finally by Robinson, and he lost more yardage. Robinson just came across. Olsen slowed him down. Dwinell kept running, and Robinson said, hey, hold on a second. I got you. So the defense holds, and the Clockers must kick again. Dwinell's the punter. So we have 2 quarterback punters. Just under a minute to go in the quarter. Dwinells, nice high fly kick, not too deep. KB lets it bounce. KB picks it up at his 16-yard line. KB straight ahead past the 30 to the 31-yard line for a 15-yard gain on the return. Good field position in front of us. First and 10 Raiders. 42.5 clicks until the quarter's over. Dover-Sherborn coming to the line. Quarterback, maybe they're alternating quarterbacks as we go along so far. This time it's Ronan keeping the ball. Richards straight ahead, passes yard of scrimmage for about a 1-yard gain. Picked up, nothing. He actually got back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. The student body way across from us on the home side, yelling, "Let's go Raiders." They have their white and blue flag. Raiders dressed in blue with medium blue with navy blue and white trim on the shirts and white pants. The visitors, blue numbers, white shirts, and white pants. And the quarter will end. So we've played one. There is no score. Dover-Sherborn and Ashland. And you're watching a live stream of Dover-Sherborn football brought to you by Dover-Sherborn Cable TV. Ashland and Dover-Sherborn about to enter the second quarter. We've done the games, as some of you might know, in the past across the home side, but the big disadvantage was the loudspeakers. Just, you can lose your mind. You can't focus very well because they're pretty loud, and they should be for the crowd. But for us, we're better off over here. We can still hear the speakers, and at the same time, we have a little bit of privacy to ourselves, and it's a lot quieter. Elsa Suxo is here doing camera, and her brother is doing Instagram, whose name I've forgotten already. It's Brandon Suxo. So it's the brother and sister, me, and Mike. I think Mike went home. You think so? Our general manager smartly went home because he spent a long day here. Next week, the next home game, which will be against Sharon on the 23rd, as I mentioned earlier. Sharon's coming here. We're not going there because of their school and field construction. So Sharon will be coming here. We should have live video and more cameras and more crew. A team changed sides of the field. Dover-Sherborn has a second down coming up, as I recall. The scoreboard is only showing time and score, so we approximate where the ball is from our own viewpoint. Run straight up the left side. Ball carrier was number 5. Poke. A lot of pokes have played here at Dover-Sherborn for the football team. Give him about a 2-yard gain, 3rd and 8, passing down. Back to the line of scrimmage from the near hash. Snap, quarterback gets a handoff, coming left side. This is Polk running out of room, running out of bounds, and the clock will stop. Punting situation for the Raiders. Looks like the punt returner will once again be Jake Cavini. We only have one returner, which makes it interesting. I mean, if you punt the ball over his head or left or right beyond him, he's got a long race for the ball, and it's a free ball. Up in the air. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds. Now it goes out of bounds at around the 33 of Ashland. All right, he gave him an extra yard to 34. Just over a minute played in the second quarter. Bruce Glazer working solo, opening game of the season on a perfect evening. Humidity low, sun back down in the sky, and clear sailing ahead for both these teams as far as weather goes. Late substitution for Ashland. Crispin comes in the game. They were calling for him, and he finally came out. Judge to the right, one receiver top left. Got a little motion. Hand off to the deep back. Number 8, Crispin. Crispin up to the 35, about a 1-yard gain. Crispin now comes out. Ten and a half to go until the half break. Might have a halftime guest interview with an assistant coach. Not sure right now, but it'll be during halftime. Quarterback delayed handoff. Nice run up the middle into close to the 45-yard line. That looks like it's a first down. Let's see if they move the chains. 3rd and 1. 1 yard short. That is the Ashland crowd to our right, student body they brought with them, cheering on the Clockers. They also have cheerleaders down front to our right. We have a timeout called. I got a feeling it's a Raiders timeout. They're still spotting the ball. That might have been an official's timeout. They're saying 3rd inches, and I got a feeling that was the official's timeout. There was no good reason unless somebody wanted to talk to their team to call it. Play back in. Clock moving down to the 10-minute mark to go until the second quarter ends. They're in the tight offense. Double wings in close. They push the middle. Dive ahead for the first down. With that good offensive line and that good Ashland football program, they've got it moving a little bit, and they got the first down. They have a solid program coming up to the middle school, which has recently been improved on our side by Dover-Sherborn. Their middle school kids are much more active in the program, a youth program in the town, building their way up to the high school level. Wings are tight. Quarterback drops. He sees trouble, throws it on the run. Nice pick or a catch. It was a catch? Yes, it was a catch. It was an excellent catch, actually, by number 10, Jacob Friels. I believe that's the first reception of the game for either team. They run it up the near hash mark, straight ahead for a short pickup. Visiting crowd getting excited, as they should be. 2nd and short coming up at the line of scrimmage in the tight huddle offense. Going left side. Looks like a first down. Yeah, they made it. Crispin, number 8 on the carry. No huddle offense, tight. Official blows his whistle, no play. Timeout, Dover-Sherborn. Smart move. They were not ready for the no huddle, and you might as well use your timeout when you can, when it's advantageous to you. Steve Ryan uses his, and that's 1 down, I believe, for DS. I thought you went home, Michael. You just like climbing that ladder? Can we get handrails or an escalator? Yeah, how about a 10-foot escalator?
I know.
Oh yeah, a chairlift would work. You know what? We're not paying you overtime. Whether you stay till the half or not, it's not going to matter. Did you bring the shirts? Okay, yeah, yeah. What color? Oh, I didn't know we had color choices. New golf shirts with color choices? Not orange, please. All right, they're in the huddle. We got a first down. And they're running straight up the middle. It's so tight in there, you don't know who's got the ball. They're just diving ahead, plunge plays over the middle. So do I get to see the colors? Mike? You've got the pictures of the shirts? That's the most important thing right now. And the PA announcer said, carried by someone, tackled by someone, because you can't see in there. It's so tight. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Oh boy, huh? Ooh, those are nice. Can I go for the navy blue? Oh, do I want purple? Can I have one of each? Quarterback over center. Third down. They're running. They're inside the 5, I think. No, they're inside the 10. But they definitely don't have a first down. Clock stopped for the moment. Or do they? No, they got a first down out of it. Didn't realize. Clock running. Turn the marker over. They do have a first down, first and goal.
Ashland.
Inside the 10. Your guess is as good as mine how far away they are. That is a left side plunge. That's all we're going to call it. And they got a short gainer out of it. They're just basically using clock on that play. I don't think anybody in either stands can tell who's got the ball when they huddle that closely. It's like a stacked offense, but it's not. It's just a huddle offense, best thing I can call it. Very tight. The wingbacks are turning to the quarterback. Now they're running team right, team towards the end zone. And is he in? They're trying to push him back on the end line. Think we have a score. Yes, we do. Ashland with the first score of the game. Number 11, Cavini. They don't have it? That was not a score. I am flustered. What? So it was first down. Was there, did you notice, Mike, was there a penalty on Dover-Sherborn? Because it's still first down. Well, my confusion continues. DS uses their second timeout. Goal line stand. Very difficult to see from this angle what's going on way down the right side of the field. Can we get a taller truck? Mike, if we get a taller truck, we could get the escalator. Alice is going, what is wrong with him? So the offensive team stays on the near hash mark to talk things over. Dover-Sherborn back on the field. I would say this is too close for them to pass the ball. Looking at the down marker, it's still first down. Regardless of what's happened previously, we know it's first and short for a touchdown. I formation, sort of. Quarterback straight ahead. I don't know. We're waiting. It is fourth down. So the down marker was not moving, but the downs were moving, but the guy on the sideline with the chain wasn't moving his numbers, and they're going for it on fourth. Team forward, team in, 1 yard score. I'm listening for the PA announcer to tell me who scored. He's probably waiting for me to tell him. I have no idea. Dwinell's with the extra point. Ball spotted, kicked. Looks good to me. 7-0 visitors.
Real's conversion is good. Brings the score to Ashland 7, Dover-Sherborn 0, with 6:17 remaining in the quarter.
Just over 6 minutes to go in the quarter. So the student bodies from both teams are alternating cheers. Cheerleaders to our right, encouraging their fandom to cheer. Dover-Sherborn will receive, moving right to left. Dover-Sherborn looking for their first drive of this young season. This is Division 5 playing Division 4. Dover-Sherborn in Division 5. They want to play the better teams. That's the only way you really can improve, by playing good teams.
Nels will kick off to Emilio Jaffe.
Jaffe and KB are deep. Jaffe might get his first action of his varsity career. Dwinell's will do the honors from his own 40-yard line. And he comes into the ball. A squibber. Coming up for it. That is number 18, I think, on the far side run. Was that Garrett Webb?
Henry Moore with the return. Tackle by number 2.
Nope.
Number 17.
Not sure who returned the ball. But I think Webb's coming in at quarterback. Yes, he is. They're alternating each series for the first half. First down, Raider on a good return for the Raiders to their own 40-yard line. 6:09 to go in the half. Ashland just scored the first touchdown of the season by either team. Flag.
Flag on the play is encroachment on Ashland
Encroachment on defense. Someone moved too soon to the neutral zone.
at their own 45-yard line.
And that'll give the Raiders a 1st and 5 with the 5-yard penalty. KB's left, along with 23 Myrick. And I think someone on the offense might have jumped. Guessing.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, we're going back, aren't we?
Movement by the Raiders. Brings up 1st and 10.
Yeah, someone jumped on the offensive line, and that brings it back. So we're back where we started. 1st and 10. The only thing that really has moved is the clock. 6:08 to go in the quarter. Quarterback rolling out, throws it on the run, overthrows his receiver, intended from Henry Moore.
Moore, incomplete. 2nd and 10 Raiders.
Kiessling's left, KB's to the right, along with Olsen. Stuff. The only word for it. Loss of a couple.
Ronan Richards with the carry after a gain of yards by number 52.
Ronan Richards is now at quarterback. He was stopped there. Got a 3rd and 13. Raiders need some upfield movement. Ronan Richards at quarterback. Leading over his center, Dummer. Pitches, right side. Nice run. And that's a first down for Mike Polk. Oh, they're just short of the first down. A 4th and 1, I think. Yeah, 4th and 1. Keithley coming this way. KB in the slot. Olsen far side. Twin receivers on both sides of the line. Push ahead, push, 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 and they look very close. First down. Clock stopped, now moving with 4.5 to go until halftime. 7-0 Ashland. In the shotgun is Richards. Hands off, straight ahead to the right. I believe that's Polk again. Polk for a nice pickup, about half the yardage he needed and more. 8-yard pickup officially. Antonia on the tackle for Ashland. 3:38, clock running. Ball spotted just outside the 42-yard line of Ashland. Fake pitch, quarterback turns around, over the middle, KB, wide open! KB for the touchdown! A 42-yard pass to Emilio KB. That is the initial touchdown for this first football season for the Raiders. Extra point attempt coming. That's got to make your offense feel so good and a lot more comfortable and a lot calmer too. Richards will do the extra point. Both quarterbacks are doing kicking for each team. Richards, new marker, I believe, is holding. Spot good. Kick way up in the air. And good. We are tied at 7. Last season, KB had 3 touchdowns, so he's 1/3 of the way there now. The starting defense for Dover-Sherborn, which we have not reviewed, as they'll be on the field soon. Up front on the line, it'll be Rogers, Darren, Banerjee, and Olsen. Linebackers, Jaffe, Keithley, Robinson, and Ramoli. The DBs will be a combination of Harry Dummer, Rossbottom, Polk, and KB. Nice deep kick going way back for it. Ashland returns the ball to the 20. Straight ahead to the 25 where the returner is knocked down, and that would be Liam Fleming, I believe. Yeah.
Fleming with the return. Dylan Latham with the tackle. The Clockers will take over at their own 25-yard line.
Ball exactly has its nose on the 25. 3 minutes exactly to go in the half. Clock stopped until the next play. 4-man front on the D. Dropping back is the quarterback. He's in trouble. Rolls away from nothing, and he gets knocked down. And by Kiesling initially, and Olsen on the secondary tackle. Also in there, number 51, Matt Darren. That puts him way back. We have a 2nd and 21 coming up for Ashland.
Loss of 10 on the play.
2.5 to go in the half. Quarterback comes back from the sideline after talking to his coach. Dwin Ellis brings him up to the line of scrimmage. He looks like he's going to stay in a shotgun. Gets the snap, fades to his right, throws it, it's dropped. Pass intended for Cavini. Was catchable, but it was at his shoe tops. 2:09, clock stops on the incomplete pass. This is mainly a running offense, so let's see what they do with the 2-minute drill in effect. One receiver top of the screen, 2 to the right. I formation, quarterback in a shotgun. Drops deep, sees the rush, throws it away. Third down, 4th down coming up. Great defense. And the Raiders will get the ball back with 2:09 to go in the half. A great offensive surge, and now a stalwart defense turns the ball over on this punt to the Raiders. Back deep, Olsen and KB. Good snap. Nice punt. KB looks at it, lets it bounce. Olsen picks it up, comes ahead. Olsen over the logo at midfield. Olsen stopped. Just beyond midfield is where the Raiders will start. Start 1st and 10 with the 2-minute drill with 1:57 to go in this half.
Raiders will take over at the Ashland 46. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Quarterback is Garrett Webb. The junior back in, has a little snap. Looks, got it, left side. KB tries to do a one-handed catch, and it's just too far and too high. 2nd down coming up. Excellent student body crowd. There are no seats in the student section. The adults have it covered. They're not sold out on the adult side, but they've done a nice job filling the seats. We could use some more next game, which will be on the 23rd here against Sharon. Sharon coming here to play on a Friday the 23rd because their field is not done. It would have normally been at Sharon High School, but instead it's been switched here Friday the 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Another home game for DS. Quarterback looking straight over the middle. Got his man. There's a maybe trip. No, I think he fell. He just fell. The ball was overthrown anyways. Ball intended for Henry Moore, number 11. 3rd down coming up. 1:48 to go in the half. Kiesling this way, Olsen the other way. Slot to this side and a wing back to the other side. Air ball. Webb, incomplete. Nice knockaway. Flag on the play. And I'm not sure which way it's going. I think it's on the defense. Could be pass interference. Yes, it is. That'll move the ball downfield. And the Ashland crowd gets rowdy. No need for that. First down for the Raiders. The chain team is having trouble coordinating, and the officials are helping them out. There could be new people on the chains, and they're just trying to get their rhythm down. Ball is now on the 31 of Ashland. $1:43 until halftime, or 103 seconds if you prefer. Kiesling on this side. KB, Olsen, far side. Also in the wing is Henry Moore. Shotgun pass, snap, Webb drops, throws it far right sideline. Open is number 24, Olsen, for a first down inside the 9. Sorry, Moore on the catch. Moore. 23-yard catch for Henry Moore. That'll be a first and goal with $1:35 to go from the 9-yard line. Two good drives by Dover-Sherborn's offense. Timeout called, and head coach of Ashland is raving mad out in the field, yelling at the official, and he says, go back to your sideline. So he's calling his team off the field. I don't know whose timeout it is. Regardless, he's still in the field. Well, he's not going to win the battle. We'll be back to play soon if the coach comes off the field. Finally, he brings his team to the sideline. Ashland comes out in a defense. $1:35. Clock stopped until the play rolls. Webb, handoff, nothing. Back to the 15, 6-yard loss. Clock running. One timeout for Dover-Sherborn. Second down. This is 3-down territory. They'll go for a fourth if they don't make it beforehand. KB's in motion. Fake handoff. Webb got some time. Rolling out. Throws it. Knocked away. Nice defense by number 11, Cavini. He's been everywhere. Cavini on offense and defense has been the star right now. Got a flag. DS had they had an ineligible man downfield, but the Ashland coach is still unhappy. But so DS is being penalized. But there's something going on beyond that. Don't know. Regardless, it's third down. And now instead of third and goal from the 9, it's third and goal, believe it or not, from the 12. A lot of movement all over the place. Third down, shotgun, Webb to the end zone, left side, KB, got it! Is it a catch? No. I think they're ruling he either dropped it or didn't have possession inbounds. It looked like 1 foot was in. I couldn't swear to that, but it looked like he just didn't have possession. Fourth down coming up. Looks like a field goal team coming out. Yeah, Rich is going to go for the field goal. So this will be roughly a 29-yard field goal. Ball spotted at the 20. So if you mark that off, yeah, he'll be kicking in 30 yards. So in that proximity. Nice and deep. Up. No good. Good! Just inside the crossbar. So I'm going to give it a 29-yard field goal. That's what it looked like. And Dover-Sherborn telling everybody we can score field goals too. .9 seconds to go in the half. Richards has shown a very strong leg. 10-7 Raiders. If they can stop Ashland from scoring, the Raiders will have a lot of momentum going into the second half with a touchdown and a field goal here in the second quarter. Kicker ready. A squibber on the ground. It pops past by the up back. It comes really deep. It's a free ball. And downing it his own 8, not wanting to return it, is Jason Crispin. Now you'd think, well, with 41 seconds to go in the half, he would want to run it back and get some yardage for a possible passing play, but no, they got it on their own 8. Safe play. Very conservative. They'll start their 8, and we may be at halftime sooner than we think. 1st and 10 coming up. Not sure if they want to put it up or what. They got a lot of time on the clock, though. Ashland scored the first touchdown of this game. We never got the player's name, but it was in close. They went ahead 7-0 with 6:17 to go. And about 3 minutes and 10 seconds later, Richards threw a 42-yard pass to KV for the tie score. And now this 29-yard field goal has put Dover-Sherborn ahead 10-7 as this play is just running out the clock. Not even a short pickup. Clock running. I think everybody wants to go to the locker room and regroup. 5-yard pickup. No, I'm not. I think I have one more play. They're not in a hurry. 15 seconds. They'll run one more play. Maybe. The huddle offense. Running play right side off tackle. Down goes the running back, and off goes the clock. We have played one half. The score remains Dover-Sherborn 10 and Ashland 7. We'll be back shortly, hopefully with an interview. But anyways, for the second half of this game, in about 10 minutes or so, this is Dover-Sherborn Cable TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 230,000 participants here in Massachusetts who take part in high school sports.
Bruce Glazer back here at halftime with assistant coach for Dover-Sherborn, George Webb. Surprises from our side. First quarter was kind of slow, and the second quarter picked up tremendously.
It did. We kind of expected, to be a bit of a defensive struggle over here, in the first half, and that's what it turned out to be. Our offense line is good condition. We got some really nice skill players. We graduated a couple last year, but the next group that stepped up are pretty good. But we have 2 young quarterbacks, Ronan Richards and Garrett Webb, both really nice young guys. One's a junior, one's a sophomore. Neither one have a lot of starting time in the offense, and they both do different things. So you've seen us mix them in and out depending upon the defensive formation of the series, and we'll continue to do that and try to move the ball. But we didn't move it as effectively as we wanted in the first quarter. Part of that can be, first game jitters, but then again, we're also playing one of the best teams in D4 last year. So we expected this to be a tough game for us.
Emilio KB.
Mhm.
I saw him as a freshman. I saw all the potential, and now junior year, you're seeing the speed, the hands, the agility, and the intelligence of what he can do downfield.
So it's really interesting you say that on the intelligence. We'll focus on that first. The quarterback, say Emilio, is one of the smartest football players that we have on our team. And the interesting thing about Emilio is when he gets out on the field, he's like any gifted athlete. He makes it look easy, but he's also one of the hardest working young guys we have on the team, particularly in the off season. So he's a really important part, and he's only a junior, so we got him for another year.
Right. Field goal. You surprised?
With
Field goal?
field goal. No, Ronan is
Yeah.
one of the quarterbacks as well. Heck of a leg on him. I mean, we had Henry Murphy last year,
Right.
which he was terrific. He was consistent. And he was pinning kicks back in the end zone. So we thought it would be hard to replace Murph, but Ronan's come up. He's got a big leg, and he's doing our punts. He's doing our kicks, and he's got good distance too. So
When I saw him kick the extra point, I said, oh, he's got a leg. So the 29-yard field goal looked perfect. And it
Yeah.
was.
it was terrific. And they say if you can't do it in practice, you can't do it in a game. And he's been nailing them in practice for the last 3 weeks. So we aren't surprised at that.
I mentioned a few times there'll be a home game here on the 23rd because Sharon's field is not ready, so they're coming here to give us an extra home game on the 23rd at 6:30.
We're always happy to get a home game, by the way. Our home
No
game.
kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Coach's Corner. What do you think of it so far?
Coach's Corner.
Have you gotten reactions from the fans or the players or anybody?
You know, we have. You know, it's really interesting. Credit to Dover-Sherborn TV. It's years ago. It would be who watches local TV. Now, what Mike and the team have done has been terrific. They've taken it and now they put it into social media, and the kids have been terrific in taking it and re-forwarding it. So we're getting feedback and questions literally from all over the country. Extended
Seriously?
grandparents, extended family, parents that are traveling are sending, notating and resending these things. So it's a different world than what it was 10 years ago. So we really appreciate them taking the time to do it.
Sure. And you know something? What's really ironic is as we go around the TVL and look at other cable outlets, not that many of them are doing their games for football or basketball. I know Medway is, we are, but a lot of times they have the huddle feed or the National Football High School, whatever, NFHS or something. But you got to pay for all these. They're not free, and they don't. A lot of them don't come with play-by-play, color, or analysis. And we're doing it, and we love doing it. And it doesn't cost anybody anything, so it's really a proud thing we do. We like it.
It really is. It's really good for the community. And, all sports are great for young athletes, students, and we're students first at this school, and then athletes. They're great to have, but there's nothing quite like football. And it's the ultimate team sport. And for many years, Dover had mixed results with the football team. Now, under head coach Ryan in his 7th year, it's the second time as a head coach, we're looking at our 6th. We're going for our 6th out of our 7th winning year in a row. And we have a real program now. So it's nice to see the community get involved.
Talk about the last question here. You mentioned Ashland has this program ongoing. Now DS is doing it at the middle school level and building it up. So everybody comes in like Ashland and they know what's expected. And it's not like, what do we do now? They all know because they're building.
Really important. And I'd really like to thank, so one of my other roles is president of the Gridiron Club, which is the endowment that supports the Dover-Sherborn Raiders football team. And we essentially pick up things that the boosters doesn't. We pay for 2 extra coaches and all kinds of programs throughout the year. As part of that, we've increased the capital raise and the ask throughout the year, and the donations have been great. That has allowed us to put back in a middle school football program, and credit to Rob Mosier, who also grew up in Dover, played for Dover-Sherborn's, now a teacher and one of our coaches here. He put that program back in, and John Daly is also volunteering to be a middle school coach. We probably won't get a full season this year due to the field constraints, but to your point, it's really important to get these young guys excited about football and teach them the basics. So by the time they show up as freshmen, we're not teaching them how to do the basic stances, how to do snaps, how to run routes. And last year's cohort, the one to TVL small, they all had the benefit of playing many years of middle school football under Coach Bennett. So we're trying to replicate the success that they had.
And I got to sneak this question is, how is it to coach your own son, Garrett? How do you handle it? How does he handle it? Have you talked about it before the season?
It's funny, and when I do the coach's corner, and so it's it's hard not to be cheering for your own son. But we very much are a team-first mentality, and the teamwork and the camaraderie that both Ronan and Garrett have is developing into a really special relationship between those two. So it's really exciting. There's nothing better as a parent to be able to coach at the high school level for your kid. A lot of parents drop off when they get to middle school and don't get the opportunity to do it. So I'm very thankful for Coach Ryan for extending the opportunity. So we'll see. This is his junior year. We got a couple more years, and hopefully we have a competitive team going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you, George Webb. That's been very illuminating. We'll be doing some games together later in the season, so I look forward to it.
Likewise. Thanks so much, Bruce.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. And thanks again for everybody at Dover-Sherborn TV. We really appreciate all you're doing for our
Be
team.
careful on the ladder. We don't have that kind of insurance going down.
It's all right. I'm still pretty agile. Thanks,
Good.
guys.
Thank you.
Stopping smoking, vaping, or using other tobacco or nicotine products takes time and courage. Calling 1-800-QUIT-NOW is a great first step. Get connected to a trained Quit coach by phone or online. They'll share ways to curb cravings, handle life's big and small stresses, and tackle relapses with you. No lectures, no judgments. Reaching out and getting support can double your chances of quitting. So, take the first step. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mass.gov/quitting.
Both teams back on their sidelines. We thank again George Webb for that illuminating, entertaining, educational interview. It's good to know what's going on in the back of the coaches and players' heads, how they see the game from their ground level perspective, what they expect, what surprised them, what hasn't worked, what is working. And we'll bring you more of that as George will also fill in during the season and do some broadcasts with us live up here. Once again, this is a live stream of Dover-Sherborn Cable TV playing at home against Ashland, where the score remains Raiders 10, Clockers 7, as the second half is about to begin, where Dwinell's the quarterback kicker will kick off to Dover-Sherborn. Oh, can I keep this, no? Do you need it back? All right, I'll read it off. We have some stats that were kept by a freshman, and his name is being written down as we speak, J.B. Harvey. And he kept halftime stats for us. Dover-Sherborn rushing, this is unofficial, is 11 yards total, passing 70. The Clockers had 47 rushing, only 15 passing. And Dover-Sherborn with a nice return and good field position. Thanks, Mike. And the ball spotted at their 31. Yeah, we'll put it there, 31. 30, 34, they moved it up. They switched footballs, 1st and 10. Raiders on their first drive of the second half. Suxo, right? Elsa. And your brother Brandon is helping us with Instagram. That's it, us. Mike's leaving us. Couldn't do it without him. From the near side, quarterback on a handoff that runs right. Just a traverse handoff from maybe a 2 or 3 yard pickup. KB with the run, but he might have run 20 yards for a 2 or 3 yard pickup. See, they moved the chains about 3 yards. And as I mentioned earlier, that 51 Deloria, one of their key players, was in on the stop on KB. Oh, they lost yards on that run, huh? I thought they picked up some. Well, they lost 3, so it's 2nd and 13. That changes things. They're going to run. Here comes Polk. Polk away from 1, turns it back up, spins to the 50, and he's just outside the 50-yard line, and you can move the chains. First down, Raiders right in midfield. And just, you wonder what was said in the locker room, but I know the Raiders came out with a full head of steam to move ahead in their first drive of the second half. Just 15 seconds played, and they're right outside midfield. Olsen all by his lonesome at the top of the screen. 2 receivers in the bottom here, KB and Kiesling. Quarterback, Garrett, hands off. Polk running. Now it comes left to the 40. Polk down to the 35 to the 30. Goes out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A 21-yard pickup. They move it back a little bit, so we're going to give them a straight 20 on that. And on the pickup, ball to 30. Kiesling comes this way. Olsen goes that way. Slot left, wing right. Webb hands off to Polk. Short gain, no. He's back to the line maybe. As you can see, when Polk gets open, he's got speed. Second down. They gained maybe a... All right, let's give him a yard in that. Just beyond the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 9. 9:52, clock moving in the third quarter. A lot of shouting on this side. Quick screen left to KB. KB comes upfield. KB cuts away from one, gets to the 21. I'm not sure how they're going to spot that. Late flag. Offensive block in the back. That's going to bring the play and the ball back. One of those no penalties. So the ball now spotted on the 32-yard line. 2nd and almost 13. KB in motion. Up back has a pass downfield, wide open for the scores more. A 33-yard score. So that was Webb, I do believe, at quarterback. And now he's got his first score of the season. Raiders going for the extra point. 9:11 to go in the third. Richards is the kicker. Raiders come to the line. Kick is good. KB and Moore have the touchdowns, and Richards has the field goal. 17-7 Raiders. And without question, the defense is making this easier for the offense. The defense have been studs out there, stopping and not giving much opportunity to Ashland and giving their offense good field position on the ball. And even when they got blocked in the back, and that's a tough penalty to take, and it's against you, you go back and you start again, you're way out there deeper, and it doesn't faze them. They're scoring. They have their eye on the ball, they're pointed towards the goal line, and they have a 10-point lead. Long way to go. Richards will kick off from his 40. Another squibber gets passed down to the deep man. Run back from the 10 to 20 to the 25, and about the 26-yard line. Flag on the play as the run back is by Fleming, but a flag at halfway across the field. Let's see what they call. Usually on the offense, on a return, usually, not always. That's going against Ashland because they're moving way back. And I do mean way back. So it goes both ways. That was a block in the back against Ashland and set them back. So they start at the 16 on that penalty. 1st and 10, 9:03 to go in the third. And they do what they do well. They run, except now Dover-Sherborn is ready, and they're stuffing the middle. Half a yard pickup, if that. 2nd down. They just changed quarterbacks. Cam Antoniuk is going into quarterback. Or is he? Nope. Cam Antoniuk, who's a backup quarterback, has come into the game, but the main quarterback remains a senior, Dwinells. So he stays in as a starter. Friels goes to the left, comes to the right is Cavini. Quarterback in the gun. Dwinells has the ball, fakes the handoff, rolls left, throws it over the middle, right through his receiver. Intended receiver was Antoniuk, and it's a little wide of him. And by the time he turned around, the ball was past him. 8:06, clock stopped. Dwinells comes to the sideline and talks to his coaching staff. On the DS coaching staff, in addition to the head coach, Ryan, he also has Bobby Conrad, Eric Luciato, Bob Mosher, Alex Olmstead, Jerome Penn, Dave Sullivan, Mike Tassoni, and George Webb. He's got a hole. Quarterback runs with the ball. Nice spin, a nice first down by Dwinells. He did that on his own. He had no blocking, and he ran back the first and second line of penetrators for Dover-Sherborn and got himself a first down, except this is why you don't want the quarterback to run too often. He's limping a little bit. He's definitely got a little limp, which he's walking off. Two receivers left, one to the right for the Cluckers. Handoff straight ahead. This would be Cavini. Pushed back. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. They do a lot of dives and plunges and surges. All pretty similar plays up the middle. They like the middle. And Dover-Sherborn on defense, very strong, stopping the middle. Ball to center of the field. One of those almost a yard pickups. Or is it? Yeah, no pickup. 2nd and 10. Judge comes this way. Top of the screen is Sales. Those are the wideouts. Quarterback has it. Tucks the ball away. Runs to his right. Throws to an open man. Sales. Judge dives out of bounds. Clock stops. 6:54 to go in the quarter. And they have a first down. Simple square out play. Works. The center, I believe, is Matt Cherry over the ball. Gives it to his quarterback. Left side, quarterback. Dwinells for another 10. And he's finally stopped. And the ball comes loose. Ball comes loose. Let's see the call on the field. Dover-Sherborn thinks they've got it. I believe them. Wait for the official. It's Dover-Sherborn ball at midfield. And here's the problem again. You go too often to the quarterback, and things can happen. He's a good runner, but he got hurt on the previous play, and now he fumbles on this play, and that's why you do have running backs. I know he's a good runner. I don't doubt that, but this hasn't worked out well. The ball spotted at midfield, and it's a gift to Dover-Sherborn at this point.
First and 10 Raiders on the 49-yard line.
Raiders actually just at their own 49. Just outside the 50. Straight ahead dive play. It works well. It's not a dive. It's coming left with the quarterback. And that would be Richards with the first down and a lot more.
And a long gainer all the way down to the 21-yard line.
30-yard pickup.
That 26-yard gain results in a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I'm off in that gain out at 10, 20. Oh, I'm about right. Okay. That's right. I stand by my first call. Polk next to his quarterback. KB in motion. Polk on a delay, and the delay kills him. Joe Perdoni on the stop. Lineman came right in because the play never got developed. 2nd and 10. Loss of a couple of yards. Officials timeout. Got an injured player down on the far hash mark. Both teams go to their respective sidelines, and the trainer comes out, and both teams get water bottles. If the official calls a timeout, I believe the player does have to come off the field for at least one play, the injured player. And he's the key, Cavini. He's coming off the field, which he has to do, number 11. He looks okay now, just shaking up on the play. Jake Cavini comes to the sideline. I'm sure he'll be back in shortly, just shaking up. 2nd down, as I said, and 12. Richards in the gun, looks to his sideline, stands straight up, Polk next to him. Richards runs left, quarterback keeper around the end. Richards to the 20, Richards goes out of bounds, inside the 20 and around the 18-yard line. Another injury, 3rd and 4 coming up as Nate Kavanaugh, defensive lineman, goes down. He's getting up on his own accord. Takes his helmet off. He's off the field, be replaced. Left leg troubling him. He's replaced by 54, Matt Cherry. Ball at the 18, 3rd down. Close to field goal territory. Well, with the leg of Richards, they're in field goal range. Set back behind the quarterback is Polk. Wings left and right. KB in motion. Fake handoff, rolling to the right. Richards overthrows. No! He overthrew one man, threw short of the other one. Ball actually intended for Olsen on the far side, inside the 5, but it was too low and far away. 4th down. So what I'm seeing here is that's a 35-yard field goal. Excuse me. No win, really. See what they want to do. They're going for it. 4th down, and about long 5. Olsen right, Moore right. Moore right, yeah. Kiesling and KB to the left. Shotgun for the quarterback. Richards with that Webb came in for the football. Got his receiver. Moving upfield, Olsen. Olsen's got the first down and a lot more as he steps out of bounds inside the 10. First and goal in the Olsen catch and run. Ball somewhere around the 5. In the first quarter, both teams looked like they were just trying to figure out what is going on here. You know, testing each other out, testing themselves. Nerves, of course. A lot of new players. And the fourth quarter was, to say it calmly, dull. Didn't get moving until the second quarter when Ashland went ahead. Then DS had a touchdown, a field goal. Now the third quarter, DS scores again, and they're on the move now. Handoff to Polk. Polk stopped at the line of scrimmage. Webb stays in the quarterback. Quickly to the sideline he goes. Looks like the quarterback is, gotta watch this. Looking. Riches maybe? Trying to see. Can't get the number. I want to call it Webb till I know anything to it. That's Richards. Richards is the quarterback. He subbed in. Second down. Fake handoff. Bootlegs left. Turns it upfield. Inside the 5. Down to the 3. Slips and falls. Ball loose. Flags all over the place. And of course, we got teams separating, which they should be. I'm not sure what the flags were. Multiple penalties. I thought I just heard personal foul on the Raiders. It looked like offsetting maybe penalties and a third penalty on the Raiders. And I think the words I heard were personal foul because the ball's coming way back to the 20. We'll do the down over. Ball at the 19. Webb at quarterback. Looks, middle, knocked away. Excellent deep play by a linebacker, I believe. Leo Bovenschult. Fourth down. Ball at the 19. Looks like they're going to have to go for it. First game penalties hurting both teams. 3:45 to go in the third. Dover-Sherborn with a 10-point lead at 17-7. Bruce Glazer and Elsa Suxo and her brother Brandon on Instagram. My wife Debbie down below being our only cheerleader. Need at least one, right? Fourth down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Webb has it. Protection good. Now it's breaking down. He's running for his life and he's sacked. That can happen to a young quarterback who can't get rid of the ball. So Dover-Sherborn turns it over at the 31-yard line on their side of the field. Good field possession for Ashland. And the coaching staff will say to him, look, when you can't get rid of the ball, eat it earlier so you don't get pushed back too far. Sometimes you just have to take a dive and not go back and not lose as many yards. He just had once he got back there, he saw nobody open, and then it all broke down. So, Riches will be, not Riches, but the Ashland quarterback. I know his name. Do I? Dwinell's in the gun. Ashland sideline and fans yelling. We got a official's timeout. They called the timeout, I'm talking about Ashland, because they were about to have another delay of game thrown at them. That is the first timeout for either team this half. Each team has 3 of those. 3:37 to go in this quarter, then a full 11 in the fourth quarter. So setting it up again, the ball on the 30. Clock is 1st and 10 after the 4th down turnover on downs. One back behind the quarterback. Twinells fakes the handoff, looks over the center of the field, overthrows. KB knocks it away anyways. Ball intended for Judge, nowhere near him, and KB just jumped up to make sure. 2nd and 10, 3:31 to go in the quarter. Let's just say the quarterback, Dwinells, is limping lightly. Looks okay. Judge on the near side. 2 receivers top. Handoff. Fake. The quarterback kept it. It looked like, was it Dwinells kept it? Yeah. And now he's limping again. I don't get it. He's really limping now. Comes to the sideline. I'm okay, coach. But you're not, sir. They should call a timeout and just see what he wants to do. No, he's going back out there. You're a football player. Just don't want to see him get really hurt and not be able to play. So they get a 3rd and 10 and 39. 1 yard pickup on that play. I'm hoping the quarterback doesn't run anymore for his sake. A lot of cheering from both sides. Here comes the defense. Near side pass to Judge. Judge tries to turn it up. He can't do it, and he's short of a 1st down. Judge wanted to do a turnaround, but he was stopped immediately. They're coming to a no huddle to the line of scrimmage. And the quarterback limps to the sideline. No, it's not a no huddle. Matter of fact, Dwinells is limping so much he couldn't do a huddle. He's coming off the field, and they're replacing him at quarterback with and they got the 1st down, by the way. I don't know how they eked it out, but they did. They got to the 40, that gave him a 1st down, and Antoniuk is now at quarterback. Talk about coming off the bench fresh. Antoniuk does the smart thing, hands off, and that wasn't that great a play. Oh, he's up again. Cavini, I think I would have stayed down, but Cavini wanted to try to pick up some yardage, and he lost more. He had lost a few, then he lost a few more as he tried to go for it. And I think they would have given him forward progress if he just stopped, but he was determined to make some yardage, and he's back to his own 33, bringing up a 17, 2nd and 17. For the clock, there's 1:40 to go in the 3rd. One, two, three, four. 4-man front for Dover-Sherborn. Back in the game is Dwinells, running, passing over Judge's head. 3rd down. The big question for Dwinells is do you want to risk him in this game? Because if he gets clocked one more time by the defense, he may not be available for a while. So, but they want to keep him out there because he's their best quarterback, and it's just a risky play. Of course, the kid himself wants to stay in the game. He goes back out there. Judge joins him as a wide receiver. Coming off the field is Fleming. Ball exactly on the 33. 3rd and a lot. In the gun, all by himself, is the quarterback. Has the snap. Short drop, throws, knocked away. Brian Olsen knocked the ball away, and we got a punt. So with the penalty on Dover-Sherborn as they were driving, and then the turnover and downs. Ashland has to punt away, so we're still with 1:17 to go in the third, 17-7 Dover-Sherborn, with a punt coming up for Ashland.
Punting for the Clockers, number 16, Winnell.
Dwinell's on the punt. Beautiful evening here. No wind. Nice punt. Goes to the far side. They watch it bounce. Just bounding around the 35. Down to the 30, and that's where Dover-Sherborn will have it.
That ball is ruled dead at the Dover-Sherborn 29-yard line.
Officials spotting, as you might have heard in the background from the PA, at their own 29. The Raiders will start it out.
With 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third quarter.
My camera lady looks a little tired. You gonna make it through the fourth? Yeah, one way or the other. I'll tickle you if I have to. Don't make me do it. Dover-Sherborn to the line. Running left. This is Polk, tripped up.
Michael Polk for a gain of no gain.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 10.
Gain of 1, tackled by
Maybe a yard, as I'm hearing in the background.
Raiders at the 30-yard line.
2nd and long. Ball closer to the 30 than the 31. KB in motion. Quarterback turns around, throws it over the middle. Got his man open! What a great catch by Henry Moore at the 40-yard line of Ashland. He just reached out and said, I'm yours, football. And the ball spotted at the 39, most likely. Ooh, I don't like that spot, but back to the 38 we go. First down, Raiders inside Ashland territory. Clock moving. That'll be the last play of the quarter, and a great play it was. Raiders come off the field, leading in good position and possession for the start of the fourth quarter as the teams change sides. Last time I'll remind you, don't forget, we got a home game on the 23rd. Sharon coming here September 23rd on a Friday at 6:30. It's because Sharon High School is rebuilding their field. They cannot have their home game. They cannot host Dover-Sherborn. So the Eagles are coming here to play the Raiders on the 23rd at 6:30, another home game for DS. In between, DS will be going to Nipmuc High School to play the Nipmuc Warriors on their beautiful field, a 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon game next Saturday, which would be the 17th.
And lastly, we'll be back here in 2 weeks' time to take on Sharon on September 23rd, Friday.
Raiders going left to right. Webb at quarterback. Garrett over center. Jummer hands on the football. Fake pass. He's in trouble. And really, he had no idea what was coming at him, and he lost a few yards. He tried to do the play as it was set up, but never saw the defense that pounced on him. It's close to a 10-yard loss, more likely 8 or 9. 2nd and long at the Ashland 49. Just underway, fourth quarter. Score remains 17-7 Raiders. Olsen far side. Polk at running back. Quick screen left. KB running far side. KB has a first down and a lot more. At least it looks like a first down from this angle. Let's see how they spot it. A great run by Emilio Cavey, the junior wide receiver. It's 19 yards, just more than enough for a first down. Raiders on the march. Ball spotted at the 33, 32. How about the 32.5-yard line? We appreciate you watching our live stream of Dover-Sherborn football from Dover-Sherborn Cable TV. Webb at quarterback. Clock running. Dive play. A few more yards. Runs the clock and runs the ball. Three-yard pickup. Quarterback yelling it out. He's got the football. Quick screen right. This is Cavey again. Sees the middle. Cuts to the outside. Cavey on the sideline. Cavey to the goal line. Score! Flag on the play at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look good from my angle. Not sure. We'll wait. Yep. Coming all the way back. Okay, you don't see it very often, a chop block, and I do believe that's when the offensive lineman most usually chops below the waist, below the knees usually. It's just an angle play. It's not a clean play, and they call it, and Dover-Sherborn takes the penalty. Well, they have to take it, and they move back. That's a 15-yarder, so second and 21, 22, somewhere about 21, let's say. Just outside the 40. 3-down territory. Yeah, you've hurt yourself, but you got 3 downs to work with. And you got some fine receivers working with you. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback drops, protection breaking down, he knows it. Back to his own 45. 3rd down coming up. He needs better protection, and he needs to get out of that pocket. But he really didn't have much time to do so. Webb's coming out, and it looks like, yeah, quarterback Webb is coming out, and Richards is replacing him, number 12 for the Raiders. This must be like 3rd and 26. A lot of yards to go. It maybe you pick up a section now if you can, and the next section later. Nope, Webb stayed a quarterback. My apology. He came over to talk to the coaching staff, and we got a flag. Delay a game against the Raiders. So Webb can come to the sideline if he wants. No, he doesn't want to do that because last time it incurred a delay of game. So it must be 3rd and 30-something. 38. That's a big number. Don't think it's a running play coming up. Webb with the football. Looks, throws it. Overthrows Olsen. Almost picked off by Judge. Judge drops the football. He had a pick. And ball flag in the play. I don't even see the flag. Maybe downfield. It's on Dover-Sherborn, I think. Yep. Second time an eligible man downfield. That's not something you see twice in a game usually. Penalty's been refused by, penalty's been refused. They want the fourth down. The Raiders are over 30 yards back from a first down. So good call by Ashland. They want the fourth down, make them kick. And actually the Raiders are in good kicking position. They're upfield, and they should get a good kick deep. And it looks like, who's back there? Number 7, Fleming? No, number 11, Cavini. 8:15 to go in the contest. We have a timeout. Raiders timeout. It's their first, and Ashland's already used the timeout. Each team has 2 left. Let's summarize the scoring while you're all sitting there in waited anticipation for the rest of this game. Ashland scored a touchdown on a 1-yard run. We never found out who scored it. They were close in on the score, and you couldn't read a number. That was in the about almost 5 minutes played in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 10 seconds later, Richards to KB for a 42-yard pass. The score 7-7 was tied up. Then Richards, with 43 seconds to go in the half, Richards kicked a field goal of, I didn't mark the number of yards. I think it was it 29? I think it was 29. 29 yards, I believe. And in the third quarter, the only scoring, 9:11 to go in the quarter, DS scored. It was Webb to Moore, a 33-yard pass, and that's where we are now, 17-7 Raiders. Visitors have the ball. Clock will start moving on the snap. Raiders jumped. Five-yard penalty against the Raiders. These penalties got to stop before the next game. So that makes it 4th and something. So they're going for it. KB with a great catch. Way short of a first down. I guess they figure if they could complete a pass, it's as good as a punt. And if you get some extra yardage, you might get a first down. And okay, but it's a turnover and downs anyways. Ashland's at their own 42. Risky 4th down play. Punt might have been better, but you don't know. You don't know if it been blocked. You don't know if it been short. But the ball now at the 42 of Ashland. They're in excellent field position if they can move downfield with 8:08 to go in the contest. Encroachment defense. 5 yards up. Most defensive linemen anticipate, and what's happening is they're not anticipating right. They're just jumping because they want to get to the quarterback and get in past the line, and it's just not working right now. Got to show a little more patience. 1st and 5. Clock is not moved. Trip receivers to the left side, 3 of them. 1 to the right. Quarterback with the football. Looking left, of course. Fades left. Looks left. Pump fakes. Throws. Got one man open. Catches and falls. Got a first down at the 45 of Dover-Sherborn. Catch made by David Sales. Ashland on the move. On the run. Picks off by Brown. Kiesling or Olsen. I think it's Kiesling on the pick. And a late flag. The pick will count. It's Dover-Sherborn ball. Who's the penalty on? Offsetting. I don't know. No, they're moving it. Dover-Sherborn's penalty. Personal foul on Dover-Sherborn, and you're in the late fourth quarter, mid-fourth quarter. That should not be happening, period. Ball going way back to their own 28. A lot of coaching going on this coming week, I'm sure. You still have the ball, but you can't keep doing this. You're going to give the game away eventually. Dover-Sherborn at their own 28. They come to the line. Second down.
Fumbled snap, 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13 for the Raiders.
They have to settle down. They have not won anything. 7:08 to go. Seems it's taken 5 minutes to play 1 minute. Webb waiting for the football. Long count. Handoff. Straight up the middle. Few yards. Polk with the straight handoff. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No, he's about a yard short of it. 3rd and 11. The only advantage so far is the 10-point lead and the clock running for Dover-Sherborn. .6:11, clock moving. Another clock moving play, but nothing else. They lost yardage on that one. Fourth and about 15 or so. 14. 4th and 14, and a punt. Looks more like 4th and 15. So Riches will have to punt. Clock running with 5:32 to go. They may call a timeout. I don't know. Nobody's moving. Timeout. Yeah, the Raiders were running out of clock time between plays, and they needed a timeout. That's their second. I believe that's their second. Full moon behind us in the sky. The line of scrimmage is the 24. I think they needed the timeout anyways because they looked like Mexican jumping beans. I just couldn't stop moving and getting out of play, doing the wrong things at the wrong time. Timeout. Ashland. And when you're not settled, you're more likely to commit penalties. And I think the coaching staff needed a timeout with the clock running out of between play time and also to settle this team down. Each team, I think, has one timeout left. And I think this will help both teams, but especially the Raiders, who just need a little break in the game to get their game face back on, to be more focused about what's happening out there. been enough penalties for half the season already in this one game for both teams, but especially in this fourth quarter for the Raiders. They come out in the punt formation. At least it looks that way. Nope, they're going for it. Over the middle. Pass incomplete. And we got the flag. Henry Moore was the intended receiver, and he yelled to the official, "I got interfered with." And now the coaching staff and the crowd on this side of the field are not happy. But it is a pass interference. 15-yard penalty, and is it a first down? Yeah, it should be. And the head coach of Ashland. First down Raiders. Ashland head coach furious, and the official talking to him, setting him back to the sideline, and, well, he hasn't gone back to the sideline. Now he's screaming at the official, and he can be ejected. But he's not. Well, if anything calls for ejection, that would have been it, but they're being very patient with him, letting him stay in this game. Raiders ball, 5:10 to go. Polk stood up. No gain, lost 2. One timeout left for Ashland. Clock moving down to 4:35. There'll be less than 4.5 minutes to go in the contest when this play starts. Polk in the backfield. Quarterback on a second down. Delay to Polk. Polk cuts to the left side. Polk is close to a first down on the far side in front of his team's bench. Doesn't seem like DS wants to punt anymore. That's a gain of 6, so it's 3rd and 3.5. 2 down territory. The ball is on the 46 on the DS side of the field. Polk with the ball. Polk cutting right. Polk with the first down. Polk goes down inside the 45 of Ashland. That'll turn the chains over, and it'll also give the Raiders a first down with 325 to go in the game. Ashland's McKay, the head coach, is still yelling at the official. And clock not his friend. We'll be under 3 minutes to go with this first down coming up for the Raiders. He has one timeout left on the Clocker side. Don't expect Dover-Sherborn to use one. Webb at quarterback. Webb in the shotgun. Hand off to Polk. Polk at the 45 and stop there. Second down coming up. Second and just over 10. And with the one timeout the Raiders have left, they could run the clock as low as they want and call a timeout, but I don't know if they want to do that. Maybe save the last timeout. They come out spread. KB left. Keesley left. Olsen by his lonesome right. In the wing right is Moore. Polk staggered with his quarterback, left to his left. Polk, the workhorse, comes left. Polk cutting outside. Polk turns it up. Polk stopped and put down in forward motion, and they may have a first down out of it. May, I said. Wait for the spot. 3rd and about 2 or less. If they make this first down, they can pretty much run the clock out. Well, they got 2 downs anyways, whether or not they make the first down. Quarterback over center. Webb with Polk behind him. Webb pitches to Polk. Polk turns it in. Polk gone! I believe it was 42 yards on the run, and that'll seal the deal. As Ashland clears out from the visiting stands, that's for sure. Raiders will go for 2. They're having a kicking problem. That's obvious because they're not going for the 1. Richards might be hurt, and that's why they haven't punted. That's why they're not going for the customary extra point. They're going for 2. I can only assume there's a problem with Richards. Hope not, but it appears to be the case. Pass to the end zone. KB's in for... yes, KB's in for 2. If you had asked me before the game started, I thought it'd be very close right till the end. But Dover-Sherborn has turned on the burners with a touchdown in the 3rd quarter, a 33-yard pass, and now this 42-yard run by Polk late in the 4th quarter basically puts it away. And this sideline, you could hear a pin drop. The home sideline, the student cheering section pretty loud still. Just a little quieter from early in the game. They're probably tired on a Friday night. 1:07 to go. Let's see who kicks. Olson's kicking off. So once again, Richards obviously not able to kick, and that's why they've been punting and going for 2 points. Olson will do the kick off. Ball at the 30, and that's where it'll all start up again for Ashland. They need to do the almost impossible with 65 seconds to go in the contest with 1 timeout. Exciting first game. Dover-Sherborn will be 1-0 in the season. Ashland will fall 0-1. Next game for Dover-Sherborn is on a Saturday afternoon coming up on the 17th. 17th of September. Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it? 1 p.m. at Nipmuc High School. I know it's a bit of a ride, but it's a beautiful place to watch a game. Then back here for Sharon on the 23rd of Friday at 6:30. Back to the line of scrimmage. Demers, hands off. A slice play right side, goes for about a yard or 2. I said Demers, his name is Dwinell. Dwinells, the quarterback. Patrick Dwinells. 3-yard pickup. Clock running. No one's going to call a timeout now. Maybe one more play. Dwinells back to his huddle. The 40 seconds to go. Dwinells with it. Hands off. Coming this way is 23. That would be Kaun Amaral. Rossbottom on the stop. That should do it. That will do it.
That run is just short of the line to gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
10 seconds to go. Well, they're going to try one more play. Maybe 5. I don't know if they figure this out here. 2, 1. They get it off. A running play. right towards midfield, and the clock runs out. The final score, your Dover-Sherborn Raiders 25 and the Ashland Clockers 7. We thank you for watching our live stream and cablecast of Dover-Sherborn Raider football. Until next time, so long, everyone.